Howdy there, y'all. Yamasaki here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're looking at this 1959 Coleman 200A single mantle lantern. I just got done restoring this thing as of yesterday. I've put about 4 burns on it so far. I completely went through the entire lantern. I took it all the way down to the fount. Put a new check valve in it with an air stem, new generator, new cap. It's been completely gone through. This is actually the first lantern that I restored out of the bunch. Like I said, it's a 59, so it's one of the older ones. It needed some help. I clear coated the frame, but I kept the frame rusty. I clear coated the fount too, so it's got the original paint. I am going to fire this thing up for you guys, but I figured I'd just show it to you real quick before we get up to the lighting procedure. And I'll go through it step by step so you guys can see how it works if you guys don't know how to operate one of these things. I also put a little bit of baling wire here on the bail. Kind of gives it a little bit of an extra grip, and I think it looks a little cool just to personalize the lantern a little bit. It is missing, I'm missing the top nut here. It's just a regular old nut, not one of the fancy brass ones, but I think it adds a little bit of character. But I rinsed out the fount with vinegar. I put nuts in it, and some goop came out, but there wasn't much. So the air tube down there that goes onto the pump was doing its deal. So I also put a new pump cap or a pump cup on it, so it pumps real nice. Just soaked it in leather for a little bit, but we'll give it a couple of pumps here. And I have ran it for about I'd say about 3 hours tonight, but I have since shut it down and cooled it down. So I think all we got to do is crack this valve and make sure this is tight. And you'll hear it whirl, but then you'll hear a couple of gurgles and pops, and that's when we got to light this thing. So give it a quarter turn, and it will be on its way soon. You actually have to wait for these older models to get the fuel up there. But once it gets fuel, you just crack the entire thing open. As far as it can go, it says, even right here. And that's normal. A little bit of flame up there, but that's normal. The older they are, the more fun they are to light, in my opinion. And I have an amber globe for it too. It's not the original globe of this lantern. I actually got this globe from the 70 that I have, a 1970. Get that bail in there. And she's off and running. But yeah, this is not the original globe. I figured since it's the oldest 200A I have, I think it would look cool with this amber globe. So I put that one on there. It runs beautifully, like it's brand new, because it practically is. Every part has been gone through and cleaned and shined and everything, but it's kept in its original condition. And I'll actually pause the video here and I'll shut the lights off so you guys can see what this thing looks like at night. So let me go ahead and do that. So I got the lights off now, and you can kind of see it. I'm sure it's screwing up the lens on the camera real bad, but that amber globe kind of gives it a little bit of a yellow tint in the color, kind of a more ambient color for your eyes. But it's really nice. It's a nice running lantern. It just runs really good. So now I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. And it's pretty easy to shut it down. See, it says to open it all the way. So we have it all the way open. We just got to shut it now. And once we do that, it's going to start going out. There really is no regulation of light on it. It's pretty much full bore all the time. But being it's a single mantle, I mean, it kind of needs that. Because if you have it on low single mantle, I mean, you don't have much light. You can see it just kind of dying down now. There's still a little bit of a flame up there. We're going to wait until that flame goes out. And then we're going to release the cap. Because I actually had this happen the other day on a 220E, I believe. If I remember correctly. I unscrewed this cap. And I let the gases out, and somehow there was still enough flame or something somewhere that let it all out. It'll show you on these caps. And this is a reproduction replacement cap for all these Colemans. You can see those little slits. Well, it directs the gas down, for those of you who don't know, instead of up when it actually had the holes in these caps. But what happened in there is there was enough flame or something that it caught and came down, and there was gas coming out, and it was coming out like a T. And I had never seen that happen before, so since then I have learned that you have to let your mantle and the flame up there go out before you even consider opening up this cap. They're really safe lanterns when you get the hang of them and everything's sealed up and working properly. There's nothing to them, so if everything's clean, they'll run beautifully. I'll just put that back up on there. But that is my 1959 Coleman 200A. First one I got up and running. And I think it turned out pretty good, I would say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more content. And Yamasaki out. We'll see y'all later on the next video.